Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Dead Matter has come on leaps and bounds since I first started covering its development, that much is certain. Since we've had quite a lot in the way of change and new additions, I figured now was a good time to start back up with my Dead Matter Explained series. The aim of these videos are to help you understand the core mechanics that are being implemented into the game in depth, so that you're better prepared for when the game reaches you, the player. If you haven't had a chance to check out the earlier videos in this series, you can give those a look too. In this video, I'll be covering the 4 seasons and weather systems we'll see in-game and how they'll affect playable characters. Alright, so to start things off simple, seasons will change the landscape of Dead Matter and of course the weather as well. For example, there'll be more rain and storms in the spring, hotter temperatures in summer, and heavier snowfall in winter. At present, time is to pass approximately 5 times faster than in real time, and this is subject to change however. It's currently planned to be one of the things that server owners will have control of as well. Now, you might assume that weather is going to be based on what the developers think are reasonable conditions for the current season, but you'd be wrong in that assumption. This whole system operates based on historical weather pattern data taken directly from Calgary weather readings. Because of this, we can expect variation. A warmer week in winter, a rainy couple of days in summer, that sort of thing. The fact we're going to have weather based on real life data should help the world feel a little bit more real, especially for the people that live in the area in real life. On the surface, visible manifestations of the weather system may seem fairly normal, but there's a lot more thought going into Dead Matter's current system than most. Temperature, wind, strength and direction, air pressure, humidity and precipitation are all factors of the current system. Not only that, but they mostly act independently of one another. For example, wind doesn't depend on humidity, so it's mostly random, whereas precipitation is sampled from Calgary's historical weather data with a slight random element. Air pressure can influence heavier winds, humidity, and precipitation. The general rule of thumb is that high air pressure results in clear-ish weather. When it comes to elements like snow and rain, things we can visibly see, this is just a representation of the current weather state with the previous factors in mind. So, for example, 100% precipitation, 100% humidity, and 80 km/h wind means heavy rain and thunderstorms. The way all of these factors interact in different ways gives us a whole range of possibilities when it comes to the weather. Freezing rain, blizzards, incredibly dry weather matched with scorching summer heat, it's all a possibility, and that's really exciting from the perspective of a player. Temperature will also relate to the time of day. We won't just see the temperature rise when the sun comes up, it'll take some time and it will be a progressive climb. Whilst I can't give specifics just yet, I can also confirm that there will be weather conditions that can damage player-built construction. As with many survival games, weather can impact the playable character. Clothing items directly play into this. Wearing shorts in the snow isn't going to do you any good, for example. Likewise, wearing a heavy coat in hot temperatures isn't going to help you out either. Now, I've asked about altitude as well, and whilst there aren't any implemented altitude considerations at this time, it's not off the table altogether. There's a debate to be had, I think, on whether this will be taking things a step too far or potentially be an interesting feature that could affect the way we travel. Lastly, I wanted to take a quick moment to address some of the player base's concerns with regards to the heavy fog effect which was shown in some of the most recent gameplay. Some found this atmospheric, but unfortunately there was a proportion of the player base that thought the fog was too thick and even that the developers might be using it to hide low quality work. The reason I bring this up is that I figure I could raise some awareness on this topic. Since the feedback from the community, the team has made efforts to reduce the fog to a much more reasonable level. It's also worth noting that this is just one of many weather conditions we can expect, so you won't have to worry about this very often. That's it from me guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you understand another one of Dead Matter's core mechanics, and if you did enjoy the watch, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more regular Dead Matter videos and updates. I also stream on Twitch every day, so feel free to stop by at twitch.tv/Mr. Atomic Doug. Take care everyone, wash your hands, and I'll see you in the next one.